Oh, I'm doing fine.
Me and
I'm doing
Chance
real
told you
fine.
2 weeks ago what was going to happen.
So
Yeah.
I know this is old news, but so you guys just gonna move on like that?
What do you want me to do? Kick
What to move?
rocks
I
with my
mean,
hands in my
really,
pocket?
I'm not really worried to move on from because beginning of the season, I was hoping I was wrong, but I was right because uh, the problems from last year, the Cowboys didn't do enough to support this year.
No, I wouldn't say that now. I wouldn't say that confidently. Your problem is they gave you George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb was coming off his contract. Dak Prescott, second year to his contract. They signed Javonte Williams, which I already told you guys who Javonte Williams was. The offense was taken care of. I had faith in the offense. Now, I had faith in Matt Eberflus as well. But he
Wait a minute.
screwed. Oh, yeah. Before the season started, I had faith in Matt Eberflus. I thought he could actually do something, right? Because we were good with Dan Quinn. We were okay with Mike Zimmer. I didn't think we were going to fall off the face of the earth like we did. I didn't know that Deron Bland was going to miss Al Harris as much as he did. You know what I'm saying? Deron Bland misses Al Harris, all right? Period, point blank. Look at him without Al Harris. He's a shell of himself.
So
And so when you have these superstars on the defense side of the ball,
yeah,
I expected them to be better than this. Jerry made the trade 2 weeks too late where Logan Wilson and Quentin Williams. And here we are, twiddling our thumbs, hoping and praying that Santa Claus delivers 3 L's to the Eagles, but it ain't going to happen. We had our opportunity, and we blew it.
Brandon, the game championship is in the house. Give it up. All in the soil is in the house. Give it up. He said, "What's up, corner?" Appreciate y'all stopping by. I know you guys. Y'all got to chime in. Everybody that's in the audience, that's in the chat, man, y'all got to chime in because these guys are actually moving on, but I'm still bitter because from what I talked about before, with an offense like what we had in place this year, man, with the running back that has already clipped 1,000 yards before the season is even over, which I predicted he would, with 2 number 1 receivers, with a above average tight end and an average offensive line. Guys, this is enough to win games. And we should have been winning more games than we have. And you're talking about Eberflus. What have Eberflus ever done in the league? Look what's going on with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has the same group of guys that Eberflus has, and they're 11-3. Give it up.
Can I answer your question?
I'm listening.
Hold on. I'm choking on that bullshit that you just served up. All right.
Really not.
All right. So Matt Eberflus got promoted to a defensive coordinator from where? The Dallas Cowboys as the linebacker coach. So what has he done? Sean Lee, best linebacker in all of football. Anthony Hitchens, a good linebacker in football. You look at Bruce Carter, a good linebacker in football, right? That was under who? That was under Matt Eberflus, all right? And he gets the defensive coordinator spot. I ain't done. He gets the defensive coordinator spot with the Colts, and he had a top 10 defense each year he was there. He was so good at defensive coordinator, he got promoted to a head coaching job with the with the Chicago Bears, all right? So you mean to tell me he went from being a really good linebackers coach to being a defensive coordinator, to being a really good defensive coordinator, to becoming a head coach for nothing? A cult organization who expects and accepts nothing less than the best. All right, look at the coaches. Look at the Bears and what they've done. All right, with their coaching debacles. And Matt Eberflus was a really good defensive coordinator, and he came in. Now, when he took over for play calling duties for that defense, they did step up before he got fired. Statistics are there. So don't tell me what has Matt Eberflus done. The resume speaks for itself. He just got full of himself like Brian Schottenheimer did, and they're over there playing swords in the bathroom instead of game planning against these teams.
So the question again is, what has Matt Eberflus done for us lately? You're talking about individual play. Hitchens. Where is Hitchens? Oh, you're talking about Sean Lee,
Super Bowl champion.
Great. Again, what are we basing this off of? Wins? That ain't the case. Hardware? That ain't the case. So again, I understand. We thought Eberflus would come in and do a little bit better, but it didn't happen. He's damn near worse than Mike Nolan. He's worse than Mike Nolan.
Have you ever got promoted at a job?
Oh yeah.
Why? You didn't get nothing. You didn't accomplish anything.
Because I was good at what I did. Give it up.
And that's what he was good at linebacker coach. He was good.
Well, sometimes you get coordinator because you know something.
He wasn't a good as look at Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn had to take a year off and become our defensive coordinator.
So here we are talking about Eberflus giving up 74 points in 2 games. Wait a minute.
Now, look at the players, bro.
You hear that? 74 points in 2 games.
You got me sticking up for Eberflus. It was a flop, bro. It was a flop.
You are.
I brought up my expectations were better for him at the start of the season. Okay. I don't know what the hell got crawled up his ass and how it's drastically fell off.
He cannot coach. He's doing the best he can, and we've talked about that. He's doing the best because if he could do any better, he would have done better, and he doesn't know any better. 74 points in 2 games? Stop it. I don't even want to get to the rest of the stats because it's
horrible. It's horrible.
That's right.
Mike Nolan 2.0, but I still had better expectations for him. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, we had better expectation for Brian Schottenheimer as well.
Out of now. Oh, I thought Brian Schottenheimer as a head coach, I think he gets a C. As an offensive coordinator, I think he gets an A.
So you see the title, the Cowboys all-in policy. Give it up. This was an all-in year, Cowboys champ. It was an all-in year, and there was no excuses.
No excuses. You gave Dak all the weapons he needed.
You gave Dak all the money.
Oh, you damn right they gave him all the damn money. And on defense, you made a bunch of trades on defense. And it's supposed to be all in year.
It was an all-in season.
But the Cowboys still led was on the top teams in penalties.
So with that being said, so first of all, let's get into this. Let's get into this. I want to share this with you guys because I want y'all to see this. Let's get into some new. Wait a minute. I don't want that back on. Get back. Let's get into some news you can use. And the guys, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but guess what? It's been reported in the team's final AT&T Stadium appearance of the year. Y'all ready for this? The Cowboys will be bucking tradition and wearing the dreaded navy blue jerseys. In fact, Dallas is wearing the navy blue jerseys in the 2 of their final 3 games. Give it up. The dreaded navy blue. The dreaded.
You sure about that? I love the navy blue jersey.
I know you do, but it doesn't work for us.
Why not?
We've seen it in the past that it hasn't worked for us, which it doesn't matter. You can wear the white jersey. You can wear the blue jersey. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you can wear the gray ones. You can wear the black ones. You can wear the green ones. It doesn't matter because basically we are at a crossroad with this coaching situation. And you know why? I want to share this with you as well. We got some comments out here. So I mean, let's get in the comments before I get into this because Wavy Hink is in the house. He said the team's been losing 4 years. We should be used to this. Well, and they've been losing for 31 years. Wavy Hink, you might not be old enough, but yeah, 31 years. So yeah, then. Retro Scotty said more like 78. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's where we are. But I want to get into something. I want to get some more news. I want to get to some audio real quick, guys, because I think I figured out what the deal is really, what's really going on.
Wait, is it copyright audio? Do I need to stop streaming?
Get it. No, don't worry about it. No, it ain't copyrighted. It's just him. It's an interview. It's an interview. It's him speaking.
Do you have the source pulled up so they don't flag you for credit?
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to give you the source. How about that? Believe me, brother. So let's get into this real quick. So this is, and I'm going to get a credit to where credit's due. It's about the Dallas Cowboys, okay? This is about the Dallas Cowboys, and it's not long at all, but I just want you guys to hear what he had to say. And this is the problem. This is the problem. So here's Brian Schottenheimer speaking.
A couple of things. Quinn Williams, can you update his status? And certainly Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, Quinn is doing better. We'll see how he moves through the protocol. He is doing better. And then Guyton again, get him on the grass today, see how he does, but still not sure on that one.
A couple of times since Sunday, Jerry Jones expressed surprise or shock how bad or how poorly the defense has played. I don't know if you share that same sentiment that you expect them to play better. What has gone wrong with the defense?
Yeah, well, obviously, we meet all the time after games. And,
listen,
we talk and we go through the game as coordinators and staff, and we sat down, and me and Clayton and Nick and Flus, and we go through the game with Jerry and Steven. And
wait a minute. Did you hear that, Cowboys chat?
Jerry and Steven.
What? Cowboys going, Mike. What? They're actually sitting in the team meetings.
Well, Jerry is the GM.
Unbelievable.
Why is that unbelievable?
He is the GM.
I thought we was past that. But so they are actually sitting in the team's meeting with the coaches, and they have all the basic. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
What? How's that a wrap?
It's a wrap. This guy just said it himself that, we go through Jerry and Steven. It's always been hearsay, but we heard it from the horse's mouth today. Give it up.
Well, have you not been watching In-Season Hard Knocks on HBO Max?
No, I have not.
They show you that week in, week out on there.
Unbelievable. So, guys, forgive me for keeping my hopes up high, but as long as those two guys are sitting in there as coaches, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So I don't know. Cowboys champ, would you like to elaborate on that a little bit?
It's been a wrap for the past 30 years.
It really has.
Because
watch Hard Knocks.
I mean, nothing has changed. Jerry, the buck stopped with Jerry. Nothing going to change until Jerry relinquish his GM position. Or they hire another Jimmy Johnson or Bill Parcells type head coach, but that's not going to happen. The Jerry ego is too fragile.
So in this interview that he was giving, his press conference he was giving, so he was asked also about knowing that these are the last 3 games, and the question was asked, does he plan on putting Joe Milton III on the field? And his response was, I want to win.
Yeah, I heard that.
So we're playing for nothing, but we're still going to put the starters in there. We're still going to play the starters.
Yep.
What have the starters done to earn a bench spot? They suck just as bad as the backups.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Cowboy Corner. I'm glad you brought that. Why would you risk one of your top players to get hurt? Why? What sense does it make? You fit if you win the last 3 games, you move yourself further out of the draft pick. I mean, come on, let's make it make sense. Real talk. Let's make it make
You
sense.
have to earn that shit.
What good does it do for us to keep the starters in for 4 quarters when we're playing for absolutely nothing? Is it for pride? Pride went out the window 3 weeks ago. What the hell are we playing for? Maybe you would, but as far as me and the team that I have in place, all we need is for Javonte Williams to go out there and do something that could be a season-ending injury. But
he is a free agent after next year.
Well, again, I'm sure after he clipped 100,000 yards, I'm sure he planned on coming back.
Not with us. It's going to be too high price.
You think so? Okay.
Oh, $7 million is too much for Jerry.
No, well, okay. Well, like I say, again, personally, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
What have they earned? You know how you get. You know how you bench your
It's not about what they're trying to earn, dude. I don't know where you get this. What they earned? It's
they
about
haven't earned anything.
Your future, bro. What are you talking about? You sitting here talking about
the future doesn't earn jack.
So
the future
I'm gonna hold on to what I have already. I would think.
What do you have?
Hold on.
A 500 team?
They're not 500.
They're below 500. That's even worse.
Thank you. You know you
throw. So what are you protecting? So what are you protecting?
I'm protecting my $60 million quarterback.
Man, he can kick rocks too. Shit. He needs to earn his pay.
I see where you're going with this, but okay.
He needs to earn his pay.
I'm going to voice my opinion on this. But as far as me, I'm pulling. I'll probably let him play 2 quarters. But dude, I got to evaluate these other players. I don't know. What do you think, champ?
We already know what Dak is. I'll play Milton. But Jerry said you play to win the game.
Unbelievable. We should have won. We should have won 12 weeks ago. We should have won 12 weeks ago.
Jerry said you play to win the game. He's upset with Eberflus. He's still upset with Diggs. He upset with everybody else because if the Cowboys ain't winning, no jerseys are not selling.
All right, let's get into some of the comments. Let's see what we got out here. We also got your boy Mike. I know this isn't your stream, but I still wanted to donate. Well, yeah, donate to the corner. Give it up for the donation to Michael. Yeah, that's it. It's his stream. But Wavy Hink also said, come on, G, how many teams did we have that had potentials to do something great and always well, yeah, that's what we are. Personally,
potential.
Well, that's right. And that's why I thought we had more potentials this year with this offense.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. I thought we had more potentials this year with this offense when you got 2 number 1 receivers and the running back that has clipped 1,000 yards. But that just shows you how much I know.
I mean, let's break this shit down, G. Let's be 100. Let's break this shit down.
Yeah, let's keep it 100.
Let's be 100. Who do you got to see on the bench? They all suck. Give me a name in the wide receiver room that you want to see.
Bro, who you saying? Who all suck? Who are you saying suck?
Give me a name.
No, who are you saying?
Give me. I asked you the question, sir. Give me the name that you want to see in the wide receiver room.
Well, I'm definitely pulling
Jalen Tolbert sucks.
Well, might as well let Bernard play. Let Mingo play. Let Kavontae Turpin play. Stop. Why not?
Have you not seen Milton in the preseason? I've seen enough,
bro.
I know he's a one-trick pony.
We're not looking for wins, fam. We're not looking for wins.
So we're saving
our starters. That's what we're doing.
You would rather.
That's what I'm doing.
You would rather risk a guy making $300,000 to risk his career versus the guy that's already set for life?
Yeah.
Hell no. Those guys making that money better go earn their motherfucking game check.
So
and that's all. Period.
So what was your milk spoiled today or something, bro? Because I'm not getting where I'm not getting your philosophy.
So
you want me
the $300,000 a year player salary don't matter.
No, it matters, but I'm not risking my $60 million, man.
I will.
Well,
I
know you would.
You know how you earned. You know how you earned to pull your starters. G is when you secure the playoff spot and you're in week 18.
No, not
that's
necessarily.
That's when you pull your starters and put your bench in.
You know, Shotty even said himself. Shotty said himself. We got 2 terrible tackles. We got sacked the week before 5 times. We just got sacked this week twice. So Shotty said himself. He said, "Hey man, we didn't protect Dak well." And he knows this. So what are you going to do? You're going to continue to allow your quarterback to get sacked?
Earn his paycheck.
Pete said no consequences. They can mess it up with no consequences.
Talk about Jerry and Steven being in the meeting room.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he said it himself. He said we did not protect Dak well. What, as an offensive coordinator, Mike, you would think that's where adjustment comes in. And there was no adjustment. There was no, hey, maybe I need to put another tight end over there to help protect Dak. Maybe I need to chip him with the running back. This is what we're talking about as far when we talk about the crossroad, the Cowboys coaching crossroads. Because this is what the game is all about, making adjustments. And we made absolutely no adjustments. We allowed Dak to get pressure throughout the whole game. Nothing taken away from Brian Flores because he Debo'd us. He Debo'd us from the third quarter and the fourth quarter. He Debo'd us.
So check this out. So is Schottenheimer our coach going forward? Yes or no?
It only depends if somebody's out there.
The answer is yes. Is he going to be our offensive coordinator, play caller next year? Chances are it's going to be a yes.
I don't know.
Chances are it's going to be a yes.
Okay, so that's your opinion.
You want Brian Schottenheimer to learn how to adapt and be a better coach with backups versus his starters because he's failed flat on his face with his starters. You just said you want him to make better adjustments.
You said that for me. I did not say that. I said that.
You basically said I read between the lines.
I didn't basically say anything, brother. I did not say. I said with Dak. I said with Dak making adjustment. I did not say with Joe Milton. I said this is the reason you pulled Dak is due to the fact because you cannot protect him. Why would you risk the chance of him going out there and hurting himself? That's what I said.
And then you said he didn't make the adjustments of putting a tight end over there to help so he doesn't get sacked. So I want Schottenheimer to learn how to do that. If you're in 11 personnel and you know those edges are coming.
Bad mood today. Okay, come on.
If you're in 11 personnel and you know the edges are coming, what is Dak supposed to do? And Javonte Williams was hurt. And so you got Malik Davis in there blocking for you. What are you doing in 11 personnel, G?
Well, again, recognize the defense and make adjustments, fam.
And whose job is that?
Your quarterback and your offensive coordinator.
So they got to learn how to do what?
You questioning the wrong person, dude. I know this game, so
they know how to. They got to learn how to do what, G?
I like this, though. I like you to question me because whatever you're trying to make up, I could correct you if it's.
What am I making up? What am I making up?
Again, that's how you correct it. You make adjustments through your quarterback or your offensive coordinator, which so happen to be your head coach. Personally, I say what needs to happen is Brian needs to hand over the playbook so he can manage the game. That's what I say. Anyway, let's see what's something to come that's going on. We got going on here. Jerry hired zone Everwoos. And that's on him. Yeah. However, Jerry doesn't call or design a defense. You think Everwoos would at least adapt something? Of course. But what if Jerry is in that room making his own calls, man? I mean, you can't trump the head, the owner. If he said no, we're not doing this. So that's the question. So let's get to that question also. Casey Carson got burnt like toast. So would you rather keep Casey Carson in there or you bring the veteran Trayvon Diggs in and let him play?
I would rather keep Kalen Carson. Trayvon Diggs ain't going to be on this team next year. And that's obvious.
Yeah, evidently it is. Well, it's because it's personal. It's personal with Jerry. That's why That's why Micah's not on the team anymore. That's why DeMarcus Lawrence is not on the team. That's why Amari Cooper is not on the team. That's why Dez is not on the team, because that's what your owner does. He makes everything personal. If he doesn't like you, he gets rid of you. So, yeah, Trayvon Diggs is probably out here. And I still think it's all because of the workout that he did during the summertime. He did his own workout and didn't abide by the guidelines with the Cowboys. So, yeah, they're punishing him.
Well, no. This ain't a one trick. This ain't a one side story here, bud. Now, mention what Trayvon Diggs did.
What did he do?
He faked a concussion.
Okay, so he faked the concussion. How do we know that?
Why can't he come out and
where's
say
your source? Where's your source?
Why can't he?
No! Don't say that. Don't.
Why can't he come out and say what happened?
Fake news. You cannot put out fake news.
Why can't he say what happened?
He don't have to.
Because nothing happened. You can't fabric. If you tell a lie, you got to remember the lie, G.
What you're doing, you're assuming. You're not. That's not fact. So we can
he
only.
He can't make up a lie because he has to remember that lie, big dog.
Oh well, what's so hard about mentioning a fake?
Trayvon Diggs took it upon himself to train away from the facility, and he got fined $500,000. Trayvon Diggs is all mad because his buddy got traded to the Green Bay Packers. Trayvon Diggs is mad because he played like ass out there. Trayvon Diggs wasn't great. Trayvon Diggs is washed. Washed with a capital W.
2021, he did have receipts. So
tell me how many years that was.
Well, how many defensive coordinators have we had? I see what this is. This is
if you're talented, you're talented.
I like it though.
Hey, Patrick Peterson had a lot of coaches in the Cardinals. Did that mess up his game?
No. It messes up anybody's game when you have to change it.
Patrick Peterson fell off because he had different coordinators.
What did Patrick Peterson do?
Patrick Peterson was an all-pro year after year after year after year.
And what did he do?
He was an all-pro. He was consistent. He was consistent. Trayvon Diggs is not consistent, and he hasn't been consistent.
You might be right. What else is crazy? You might be right about that because I didn't keep up with Patrick Peterson. He didn't stand out to me.
You know what else is crazy?
What's that?
Al Harris and Trayvon Diggs had friction there too. So Trayvon Diggs has been a problem the last 2 years.
You don't have sources on it. I'm not believing.
But don't tell me what I got.
Honestly, okay, this is what Retro Scotty had to say. Honestly, neither Diggs or no more. I mean, who you gonna put out there? Okay, well, they just opened a window for Josh Butler. They just opened a window for Josh Butler. And who the crap is what's the other guy's name? I know they got Phil Maffa. Now Phil Maffa is one, and who is I cannot remember Peyton Turner. Who is Peyton Turner?
He was a free agent that we signed from the Saints.
What position?
Defensive end.
Oh shit. Man, season going home, Peyton Turner.
That's my whole point. You want the backups to play, but we ain't got no backups.
Well, no, it's not saying that he's gonna play, but
I'm still waiting on you giving me a wide receiver.
A wide receiver for my team, I just told you. Flanoa could be a starter. I mean, you can let Cavante play the slot and let Mingo get out there. See what Mingo got. That's three.
Mingo knows how to drop a ball. Have you not seen him?
Well, you don't know unless he gets out there. I mean,
he has been out there.
Well, he hadn't been out there in a while. He can't do no worse than some of what we've seen Jalen Tolbert do. So let him get out there, dude.
Jalen Tolbert's gone too.
Okay, well, I mean, again, I'm protecting my assets. And I got a lot. I got a lot invested in my quarterback. And if we can't, he done been sacked 7 times in 2 games.
Let me put it to you like this:
7 times in 2 games. And if I got bumped, and we don't even know if Nate Thomas is going to play this weekend, so that means identity is going to come in. So now you're putting them in a bigger. And you know who plays on the end, the defensive end for the Chargers? Do you know? Okay, that's what I thought. But anyway,
was it Bosa? Oh no, he went to the Bills. Who is it? Who they got over there?
Khalil Mack. That's just one of them. So
he's washed. Look, so you want to talk about protecting assets, right?
Yeah.
So you know a hoarder, you know they protect assets too. They hoard trash.
Okay.
They protect their assets too. What's their assets? Trash. You want to protect garbage, dog.
So you saying Dak is trash?
Oh, hold on. Maybe I got to do this. Maybe I got to do this.
So that's what you're saying? Dak is trash?
Let me spell it out for you. What does that say? Right?
So that's towards Dak. You saying?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Is that directed at Dak?
Dak right there. Dak trash.
Okay, well that's your opinion. Trash. For $60 million, you can't be. That's $60 million worth of trash, I guess.
And what have you done since he got paid $60 million?
Well, I already know that.
You haven't won the East in 2 years.
But again, if I bought a brand new car, since we're using analogies, if I bought a brand new car and I knew, and I spent a lot of money on it, and I know a hailstorm is coming. Now I'm asking you, what would you do if you brought a brand new $80,000 car and you know a hailstorm is coming and sitting out in your driveway? Watch it. I know what you're gonna say, but anyway, go ahead and say, what would you do?
I'd make sure I had gap coverage, and I'd let that motherfucker get totaled.
You was gonna say that.
I'd let that motherfucker cut me the check. Cut me the check.
You that dude, man. You that dude. But I love it. I love it because don't ever make it easy for me. I knew that was going to happen. But I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I would probably just raise the garage and put it in the garage. Why would I put it in harm's way when I can protect it?
So you want to pay for something that you don't use? Oh my! You pay for insurance for nothing?
I like this because see, let me back up again. Like I just said, I said if you spent $80. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. Let's get into some Cowboy talk.
So that we can use the analogy with you paying for something. We pay for something, and what are we using? We ain't got no hardware.
So let me say this here then. So knowing that Nate Thomas might not be there, Tyler Guyton might not be there. Now we got a Denergy that's going to probably be out there. And Terrence Steele, we still call him Turnstile. So basically you are risking that your $80,000 car is probably going to get some hail damage. So if like I say, if I know that the hailstorm is coming, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise the garage and I'm going to protect it. But because I got insurance, I'm going to let it sit out there and let it get damaged. It's okay.
Here's the problem, though. You think Jerry bought insurance? Who's sitting behind that?
Who wants to spend insurance for it to go up? And now you're paying on something that you're not even using.
You invest, dog.
You invest, dog. You cannot get me, bro.
You already got. You already got in this barbershop talk,
me, bro. I know what you're trying to say, but why would I pay for something that I can't use either? So I mean, when I can
get that $80,000 car get held out.
Then your deduction goes up. I mean, it doesn't make sense. But
that's when you switch insurance.
It don't work like that, brother.
My wife got into an accident. They tried to raise my insurance up 30%. I said, "To hell with you, Nationwide. You ain't on my side." I went to Progressive, and my bill went way down.
Well, why'd you get rid of Nationwide?
They weren't on my side.
Okay. Well, it was the reason you picked them up. But anyway.
Because I'm loyal. I had Nationwide for 8 years. I get into one accident, they want to raise my shit up 30%.
Hey, listen to this, though, Mike. So, Shotty also said, I think Flus is a great coach. He said that in his press conference. He said that he believes that Flus is a great coach. What am I missing? Do you think he's a great coach? Oh, yeah, you did. You said that. You thought he was a great coach too.
No, I'm agreeing with Retro.
What you said?
I'm agreeing with Retro. He said I still got Progressive. Before that, it was Geico. So yeah.
But again, so this is what Shotty said, bro. Shotty said that he believes that Eberflus is a great coach. What are we missing?
That Schottenheimer's been in this league for so long
that he lies.
That he don't have a bone in his body to call a spade a spade.
And that's why we are where we are.
Because he's been in in Matt Eberflus's shoes for many years, almost 20 something years.
Yeah.
So he knows what that feeling's like, and so he's going to give a vote of confidence because he's been there. He's been there.
So the question needs to be asked. So could this be a Cowboys coaching crossroad from which we've seen just this season? Could there be a change up, or do you think we're just going to rinse and repeat?
Here's the headline, G. Hampton. Make sure you write this down. You heard it here first. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Dallas Cowboys and defensive coordinator Matty Eberflus have mutually agreed to part ways.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at that. I would actually be excited. I would be overly excited if that would have happened. I don't even know why we didn't do it before the season was over with.
Because Jerry hasn't fired a coach in season since Wade Phillips.
Yeah. Well, this is another Mike Nolan situation. So yeah, he will not be back. So yeah, that's where we are. So let me ask you this question. So Shotty said he wants to win, and we're playing for pride. So what happens if we lose Sunday?
See, Schottenheimer, he better do something next year. I'm giving him a pass because it's his rookie year. All right,
I ain't give him shit.
But when your mantra is compete every day, and you look like that against the Eagles week 1, you look like that against the Bears, you look like that against the Panthers, you look like that against the Broncos, against the Lions.
Yeah.
When do we compete? Schottenheimer, when do we compete? And then
I want to win. That's what he said.
Now you want to win with 3 weeks left?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mike.
Now you want to win with 3 weeks left with this garbage, this hoarding garbage.
So why keep putting the garbage out there? Why even keep putting the garbage out there, knowing that it is garbage? Because
that garbage is expensive.
So this is where we come to the
coaching. That's why Goodwill exists.
This is the coaching crossroads, man. Because when you got a coach, and here's the deal, man. When you have a head coach, man, / offensive coordinator with this type of talent, man, and people was talking about GP, he was loafing. But let me ask you this: if you knew he was being double covered, if they was bracketing GP, why didn't we just not move him? Why we just did not put him in the slot? Why we didn't put him in motion? See, that was the whole thing GP's been talking about. You keep running these same plays in a double coverage to where I can't get open. But at the same time, Dak, you need to be able to look over at GP and say, hey, guy playing off, give me a slant or something. They made no adjustments for GP. None. Put him in the slot. How hard was it to say, okay, hey, no, you go play wide out, and we're gonna put GP in the slot? Why not?
They got 3 more games to figure it out.
No, you don't have 3 more games.
No,
that tells me that you are not capable of making adjustments. So in order to save your job, what you need to do, Shotty, hand the playbook over next year. Hand the playbook over next year and manage the game. That's basically what I think. If you want to keep the job, because right now this is your first year auditioning for a job, and it's not looking good. You cannot, Mike. You cannot have that type of talent, dude, and have this type of record, dude. It's just.
Well,
you can't, bro. Even if your defense is that bad, as a head coach, I have to make changes. Because I'm auditioning myself right out on the street. If I don't make changes and just allow this defense to play the way it plays and it has been playing, that's on me as a head coach. And that's exactly what he has allowed. This guy to come in with a base 4-3 defense running zone. And we been getting beat like a drum every week, damn near.
Look. You keep saying these good players. Mike McCarthy won 36 games with the same players and no hardware to show for it. One playoff win to show. No. He don't. Mike McCarthy don't got a playoff win to show for it.
No,
I guess we beat the Bucks.
He got an appearance.
Yeah, we beat the Bucks with Mike McCarthy. But then you give Schottenheimer the same dude. Look, this is why, bro.
It's better,
bro. On Twitter. Before Dak Prescott was signed, day 1, asking the Dallas Cowboys not to extend Dak Prescott. Day 2, doing the same thing. 3, all the way up to day 100. They signed him. The window of opportunity, when you play a quarterback that magnitude, it cripples your team, all right? Cripples it. So Shotty came into the highest paid quarterback in the league, one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league, right? 2 high paid corners now in Deron Bland and Trayvon. So you got all this salary cap, and then a competent GM. Brian Schottenheimer is dealing with the same team, basically, if not better, than Mike McCarthy ever had. And guess what? The common denominator is that $60 million quarterback.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I'm
not disagreeing with you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Schottenheimer has to bring in his guy. This is a 10-year veteran. This is a 10-year veteran that didn't do anything for Garrett except coach of the year. Didn't do anything for Mike McCarthy. Didn't do anything and is not going to do anything for Brian Schottenheimer because it's too damn expensive. That's why I said that when Mike McCarthy left, Dak Prescott should have left too.
Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And if it was a fit, we all be drunk. So.
But you keep saying that Schottenheimer has these good players, and he don't. He does not have these good players.
So
he has a couple of good players. You need 22 good players, and it starts with that motor. And what's that motor? That's the quarterback. That motor's 10 years old with high miles. It's time to trade that baby in.
So, CD's not a good player?
I said you have a couple of good players.
Javonte Williams not a good player?
He's an up-and-coming good player, yes. This is the first time he hit 1,000 yards.
George Pickens is not a good player?
He's an up-and-coming good player. It's the first time he's had 1,000 yards.
Tyler Smith is not a good player?
If he can stay healthy.
He's been healthy all season. Tyler Booker.
He's been beat up.
Tyler Booker not a good player?
Tyler Smith missed time.
Yes,
Tyler Smith got hurt this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. But he's not a good player?
No,
if
he's a great player.
So you're saying
good players,
we have a couple of players. Do we got enough players to win? I don't give a damn what nobody say. We got enough players to win.
That's evident by the record that you got.
Yeah. You are what your record is.
Well, a lot of that falls on the coaching, don't you think? When you're in the, so you're only getting the end zone 2 times out of 5. So is that just the quarterback fault, or is that the coach's fault as well?
Did the quarterback throw interception? Did the quarterback read the defense right? Did the quarterback make his checks right? There's a lot that goes into this, G.
Hey, G, I got a question for you. Does the head coach know what defense is going to be ran when he calls a play into the quarterback?
Well, here's the deal. I'm glad you asked that question because I need the defense to figure out what offense I'm running. I don't worry about the defense. No. Listen, I'm not worried about the defense because I'm a situational coach. So if I know it's 3rd and 3, I have plays that works for 3rd and 3. I need the defense to adjust to my offense.
Okay, but when they make that adjustment, whose responsibility is to adjust the offense?
Oh, Dak. Well, we saw Dak doing that all night. He was doing this. And listen, guys, I'm not saying Dak is a great quarterback.
But did he make the right adjustments? Because you just said they only scored twice.
Evidently not.
So Dak is a problem then. At 10 years. 10 years.
Well, G Hampton's not a Dak guy. Hampton's not a Dak guy.
I'm not a Dak guy. I'm saying I'm putting more of this on the coaching responsibility.
The coaching has failed this team this year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The coaching. I'm not a Dak guy, but I'm just saying you have to. This guy's been in the league 10 years, dude, and we got Debo. Brian Schottenheimer and Dak got Debo by Brian Flores. They didn't know what the hell to do.
They went 2 of 12 on 3rd down.
Say that again.
2 of 12 on 3rd down.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
No, see, look, guys. All right, check this out. All right. I was on a show with the Vikings channel, and Voch Lombardi happened to be there on that show. And they said, hey, Cowboys Corner, what's one way to beat the Cowboys? Like, what's one way the Vikings can beat the Dallas Cowboys? I said, blitz Dak Prescott. That's all you got to do.
We all know that.
And the guy that works and apparently breathes this stuff in and out looked at the camera and made a smirk like, this guy don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Vod said that.
Well, his face did. His face did. And look at that damn game.
And
because guess who did it?
0.
The Cardinals did it. The Broncos did it.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me that Dak is good under the blitz, but what defense is playing against him when he gets these numbers up? Because I've seen when our good defense blitzes that number 4 guy, he ain't any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, man. I mean, it's bad, and that's why I'm saying. I mean, again, the question is, are we at a crossroad with this coach with this coaching staff?
With the quarterback.
It's the quarterback.
Well, it's not just the quarterback because the defense look like ass too.
Well, you got to get. I already know Eberflus is gone.
I think it's a
already know
legitimate
that.
question. I think Scotty's a legitimate question to ask.
It is a legit, and you're right. And since the Cowboy, it is a legitimate question to ask.
I'm not saying it's an easy response, but it's definitely a debatable question that they should be having during the offseason. What coaching talent is out there, and can we improve at that position?
Not after 1 year, though.
If there is a better coach out there, look what the Patriots did. They got rid of their coach after 1 year. Now
look at Chicago. 11-3. After
if
one
there's
season.
a better coach out there, absolutely you move on. I'm not down for a 10-year Jason Garrett experiment again. If there is a very good coach out there, you absolutely move on.
It's okay. It's okay. Put your ego aside and say, hey, I messed up, but we got to get it right. We're talking about 31 years, guys. Sometimes you got to put your ego aside, and if there is a better coach, hey, Schottenheimer, I love you, man. Appreciate you, man, but we got to do something different because you have shown your hand that either you hand over the playbook to Clayton Adams and you manage this game, or we got to find somebody else. Because like I said, you auditioning for a job, and you might audition yourself right on the street after this season if there's a better coach out there. It's just,
you think so?
Schottenheimer has shown. Since the Cowboy, I think the Cowboys had enough talent to win more games than we've won this season. I really do.
I think that with Shotty's offense, there is a lack of consistency from play to play, drive to drive, game to game. There's nothing to build on from game to game that they're doing.
And I think that's a lack. I say that's a lack of scouting your opponent because they act like they didn't even know what a zero blitz was, dude. What have y'all been doing in the classroom?
And how do you not fix it over the course of 4 quarters?
How do you not fix it? Because you can't, because you know what? Your offensive coordinator has his nose in the playbook to where there's nobody on the sideline managing the game.
No, they listened to Corner because Corner told them the way you beat zero coverage is to throw the slant. But when the defense also knows the way you beat zero coverage is to throw the slant, and they didn't adjust off of it when they started seeing teams sit on the slants.
That's my point exactly.
There's no evolution throughout the year. Shotty's offense, to me, appears to be line up and be better than the man in front of you. There's not a scheme.
No scheme.
To get players open. There's not a play. Okay, we're going to run the end around on this one, but then we're going to fake it and throw it down the seam. I don't see any difference in it. How many times have we seen it? You're going to run the same damn play again? We've said that 4 or 5 times this year a game.
Well, let's talk about the 5 sacks. After the second sack, I should have made some type of adjustment. You allowed your quarterback to get sacked 5 times without making no type of adjustments. So again, if you're looking from this side, from the outside inside, and seeing what you're seeing with Brian, hey, Brian, you need to be the head coach. We need somebody to do the offensive, in which I think it got good plays and everything, but it just he needs to manage the game. We ran out of timeouts when we needed timeouts the most. We had no timeouts.
And he's done that all year.
All year.
Time management has been horrible. It has been his crutch all year.
So I'm not saying that Dak is this great quarterback because I've always said, people say, well, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Well, if you want to count his numbers, okay, yeah. But again, at the same time, what has he done for me lately? Just be straight up. What has he done for me lately?
I think Dak Prescott only has, and you can count this probably in 10 years, you can probably count on 2 hands where he's had significant moments in a season against relevant opponents. I'm not saying where he's dug a hole and then he's brought himself back because we should have never been down against somebody.
Yeah, the
When has
Steelers last year.
when has he came into a game against and he was the underdog and went in there and put a game away by 2 touchdowns? That doesn't happen very often with Dak Prescott.
Well, and then think about this too, guys. A lot of the numbers come from playing from behind, and you're throwing in between the 20s all night, all day. We've seen that over years, man. He's throwing in between
Garbage
the 20s,
time.
and he's racking up 4,000 yards in one season. Why is that? Number one, we didn't have a great running game a couple of years ago, so we had to revert to nothing but passing the ball. So if you want to look at the guy's number, fine. But again, like the game we saw last week with Minnesota, and neither one of you, neither Brian or Dak, was able to make adjustment. That tells me a lot about this offense.
And you get those high passing yards because you're playing from behind all the time.
You're playing from behind.
Uncensored made a good point, though. He said Schottenheimer's offense is based on be better than the man in front of you. You know whose philosophy that was?
His dad?
Jason Garrett's.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, that's why he hires from in-house. That's why Jerry hires from in-house. They all have the same philosophy, and it has to be Jerry's philosophy. Jerry, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago, uncensored, that Brian Schottenheimer admitted that, hey, when we talk football, that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are in the team meeting.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That is not a shocker to me, and it's probably been like that for 35 years.
Yeah. It's on Hard Knocks. I'm not. Yeah. It's been on every year on Hard Knocks. It's been there. The end season Hard Knocks. It's there.
Unbelievable.
See, and the thing is, like, other organizations will let their players be the face of the organization.
Yeah.
No matter who has came in here, Jerry Jones is still the face of the organization.
Yep.
What other owner do when the 4-letter networks start talking about the Dallas Cowboys, they put Jerry Jones walking up and down the sideline, standing out on the field before the game, talking to the other.
Yep.
They put his face up there. But when they start talking about the Patriots, they put Drake May up there. When they start talking about the Rams, they put Matthew Stafford up there. They don't put the other owners and GMs and stuff like that out there. Jerry Jones is the face of the organization, and he wants to be involved in every little micro transaction that this team has.
Yeah, he wants to be the coach as well. So let me ask you guys this question. So knowing that we've added these players, and with GP and Q and KC and all that, so the question needs to be asked: did the players expose the systemic flaws for the coaches this season? Do you think
go first?
Doesn't matter.
Did the players expose the flaws of the coaches? On defense, absolutely. Because that coach, Eberflus, has failed to put his players in the position to succeed across the board. And the reason I say that is because there isn't really one position group that has played well all season on defense. The safeties have been bad. The corners have been bad. The linebackers have been bad. The defensive line, even after the trade, has been up and down. You got to put 5 men with their hand on the ground in order to stop the run and get pressure. That's a sign of a lack of coaching. You can't scheme your guys open. Corner called it out earlier in the year when he was watching preseason games that he was telling them, don't stunt this guy. This is not a stunt guy. You can't. Certain players are not effective at executing stunts.
Right.
But he'll make him do a stunt. Why is Kenneth Murray still on this team?
Dude, did you see that play at the end zone? Did you see how he missed it? Oh my God.
Yep.
I'm glad they took Sanborn off the field, but he shouldn't have been on this team to begin with either. Elam should have been cut in preseason. So I don't know what the answer is. I was telling Fifth the other day, I'm like, I don't know how you fix this team in 1 year.
Get better coaches.
Get better quarterback.
But I don't think that you have a lack of talent too. That defense is lacking talent. Even if you need a new quarterback, I believe so. And the reason I think you really need you need a new direction. You need this season does not hurt as much for a lot of fans. If you come in here with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback, you expect growing pains.
Yeah.
True. You don't I saw people complaining, damn near in tears on the internet, because they bought into this bullshit because Dak Prescott. They sell Dak Prescott every single year. But we beat the Eagles. That's the only team we beat with a winning record.
So, but uncensored, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the quality players with the 2 number 1 receivers. We got to definitely call them 2 number 1 receivers. GP is a number 1 and CD is a number 1. Then we got a running back that already has clipped 1,000 yards with 3 games left. We got a above average tight end that we can go to if we need to. Then
But my argument would be,
I mean, he has played his role. I mean, we can't say he's a Travis Kelce or anything, but he has played his role. He
has more fumbles than touchdowns.
Well, yeah, but again, overall, if we don't look overall,
But my pushback, G, would be that Javonte should be closer to 1,300 yards rushing instead of 1,000. This team gets too cute inside of the 5-yard line, and it's cost them touchdowns. I watch people blaming Brandon Aubrey for losing. You tried to make your kicker kick 6 times in a game.
I'm glad he missed.
I am too, because maybe it'll get their mind out that this dude is automatic every single time, and they let it fire underneath their ass. And they get conservative on 3rd and 3, and they throw some stupid ass check down behind the line of scrimmage and can't get the first down. I tell people all the time, Brandon Aubrey is the worst thing to happen to this team because they got conservative. When they hit the logo, the entire offense shrinks up. Everything's short and tight.
Yeah.
Because they think that, okay, we got 3.
Mike McCarthy did it too.
Mike McCarthy did the same thing. Push the ball. Try to get last year, and you can pull this up. The top 10 teams that went for it on 4th down, 9 of them made the playoffs. The only one that didn't do it was the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys didn't go for it on 4th down because you had a kicker that can kick from outside the stadium.
Well, we was on the 18. We was on the 18-yard line. It was 4th and 3.
Been calling them chicken shit.
And we was up 20-17, and we went for the field goal instead of trying to get the touchdown.
I've been calling them chicken shit shoddy all season. Man.
Wow. So, again, if it's me, if there's a better coach out there, I'm sorry. Listen, somebody has to come in, but we're stuck with that, guys. It's not going to happen. There's not going to be a change. We haven't drafted a first-round draft pick quarterback since damn near the 90s. Well, yeah.
Troy Aikman. So what are we expecting? So this is Jerry's baby. He has this in place the way he wants it. And he's just fooling all of us. And it is what it is. But let me ask you this, Unsister. What about Trayvon's situation?
I'm just ready for him to go. I have been pushing for 2 years to get rid of the divas and the troublemakers and the noisemakers off this team. It is crazy to me that when you looked at our team last year, that the divas were all on defense. That's offensive mentality. And you had the whiners and the complainers on defense. Y'all supposed to be the rough, tough, hard-nosed players. Y'all ain't supposed to be the ones that be complaining about everything. And so I think that is a big step in getting Diggs off the team, getting Parsons off the team. And I'm going to put Pickens on there. And I know it's controversial, but you cannot have a player that for the last 2 weeks have quit on his team. That's what he did. He's quit on his team. He's out there running lazy-ass routes, not putting in the effort. And you can't pay a guy 34, 35, 36 million, whatever he's going to try to get. And at any point in time, if he's not happy, he just checks himself out mentally out of the game.
Well,
you can't
I'm going to say this. As an offensive coordinator, knowing that they're bracketing him over there, they got one on top of him, one on the inside of him. And it's already been discussed. Even Steve Smith that played with the Carolina Panthers, he said himself, he appreciate what Ryan Clark and Richard Sherman, he said, but they're DBs. He said, exactly what George Pickens is going through, because you call he's double coverage and you calling these out routes to where he can't get open. The plays that, so what he's saying is Schottenheimer is not making an adjustment for George Pickens. I understand what you're saying. It looked like he's loafing or whatever. But why not just say, hey, Pickens, go to the slot, and Flanoy, you go out wide, and we'll put you on top of a linebacker. Or, hey, George Pickens, go in motion. This is what your offensive coordinator make adjustments. You leave him out there on the island to not even come, and you don't make up any type of adjustment to get him from up under the double coverage.
So when I played football, it was don't put out bad film. Period.
True.
Because they're not going to look at Dak Prescott, because I would rather, if I'm a wide receiver, I'd rather run my route and get open, and then they say Dak missed him. He was wide open. Instead of me go out there and lollygag through. What if that cornerback pulls a hamstring in the middle of the route? Now you can take it to the house.
Yeah.
What if he slips and falls?
And you're
but
right.
you running a lazy ass route. So 2 weeks ago he was running a dig route, and he ran it so lazy that he couldn't get the cornerback to open up his gate to sell the go route so that he can turn around and come back. So the cornerback stayed right in his pocket the whole time. So now he's not open because he ran a lazy route.
You know who this reminds me of as well? We had another receiver that went through that same thing.
Cooper.
Yeah. So is it the receivers or is it the quarterback?
Nobody can force you not to do your job.
We knew what Amari Cooper was. We knew exactly what, probably one of the best route runners in the league.
But nobody can force you not to run your route the way it's supposed to be ran.
But
you run your route the hardest and the right way every single time. If you are open 16 times and Dak Prescott missed you, you still run it the right route on the 17th time.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. And
that's called being a professional.
Yeah, I play receiver, and I'll tell you one thing about, being a receiver, dude, is when you come off that line of scrimmage and you create separation 7-8 times throughout the game, and this guy's not looking at you or he's forcing it somewhere else, that becomes a problem. And I understand.
I agree.
You can't be in your feelings. And even Steve Smith said, there was times he had to go to the sideline and regroup, because it is, man, it's something. When you come off that line, you create separation and you're open, and this guy's force feeding. Go ahead.
But I bet you'd be hard pressed to find video of Steve Smith running lazy routes.
Well,
and he played with some bad fucking quarterbacks.
Well, because you had a quarterback that knew who was the number one and knew how to give him the ball. But this guy here, I don't think he's able to do that.
But Steve Smith played with some bad quarterbacks, and he still ran his route. Larry Fitzgerald played with some bad quarterbacks. One of the best to ever do it. The man got more tackles than he got drops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't change. Like if I don't get a sack, I'm still gonna pressure the quarterback with the same intensity throughout the game.
Yeah,
because I never know when I might get home. So as a wide receiver, and this is a guy who is in his contract year doing this. So imagine once he has $100 million guaranteed dollars, and he feel like he's not the focus.
Well, Pickens, he experienced that with the Steelers too. He had a bum ass quarterback over there.
Yeah, but that don't stop him from running his route. At your job, I don't know what you do, but you can't let the man next to you do a crappy job, and then you get fired because you decided I'm gonna do a crappy job because he's crappy.
Right.
You still got to do your job to the best of your ability.
Yeah, for sure.
And Pickens is auditioning for a contract. Now, whether it be with Dallas or somebody else down the road, you don't want to put out bad film, because that's what these owners, these GMs are going to pull up that film when you come in asking for $34-35 million. They're going to go, explain this. How do I know I'm not going to get this if I guarantee you $100 million? Because I remember there was a player called Albert Hainsworth that went to the Washington Redskins that got paid and then became the laziest person in the history of the NFL.
Well, you know what? If you let GP go, we go right back to where we were before. You double team CD, and now guess what? We lose more games. So I mean, the choice.
How many games did we win?
Well, I'm just saying. Well, again, we know that George Pickens got over 1,000 yards in the season. We know what we know what.
But you don't win games on yards. You don't win games on yards.
No, you don't. And a lot of those start with your quarterback. A lot of those start with your quarterback, and that's where we are right now. And that's why Amari Cooper's not here. Who's the last man standing? Dak.
I think the Cowboys are still number one on yards.
What was his name? Michael. What was his name? We had that towards ACL.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup. Couldn't find him. So it's just the last man standing is your quarterback.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you. As you guys were talking, I'm thinking here. We're talking about route trees and this, that, and the third. What route tree did Pickens run? He ran a go and he ran a slant.
Go slant, yeah, and a comeback.
So what? So you willing to pay this guy $30 to $35 million for 3 routes with the aging quarterback?
Because he got a catch radius. That's basically it.
That's a little alarming, dog. That ain't gonna win you games.
No, and this is the thing, Corner. This is the thing, Corner. If he gets shut down by a cornerback in the first or second quarter, you don't know what George Pickens you got in the third or fourth quarter.
It's done. I'd rather have Flournoy my number 2.
Well, let's ask this question: who was the one that got double teamed? CD or Pickens?
But that's what happens to every number 1 wide receiver in the league.
So you're saying that GP was more of a threat than CD?
Do you think the Cowboys bracketed St. Brown?
Hell no.
I guarantee you they had somebody over top on St. Brown.
And that's what he did. He did a route right across the middle.
They schemed his ass open
and ate him up every time with a drag.
Yeah. They schemed his ass open. But you can't have a player. You can't have any players that will mentally check out in the middle of a football game. That is called quitting.
Oh, God.
He quit on his team.
Well, all I know is he drew the double team to make a great day for CD.
CD had great days without him.
If he's not there, CD is getting double covered.
CD has 1,700 yards as the number 1 option.
Without George Pickens.
Without George Pickens.
Well, yeah. He's been in the league long enough to have that time.
I don't know. Hearing this conversation, I'm not excited.
I'm not sold on George Pickens, man.
I'm not either. After hearing this, I'm not sold on it. He can kick rocks too.
Yeah.
I don't want divas.
I don't know who you're gonna put over there though, but
you find people. There are wide receivers coming out in the draft every single year. If Flournoy has played his ass off, try him at 2 and go draft you a wide receiver.
Dude, we're not going to draft a wide receiver. You know that. I don't even know why
they have.
They
do. They're not.
They just drafted CD.
Well, that was a few years away. He's on his second contract now, right?
He just started his second. This is the first year of his second contract.
And what have we done since CD? Absolutely nothing.
We haven't done anything since anybody, man.
Right, exactly. So
we haven't done nothing with that first, second, and third contract either.
Hell no. So again, this is where we are, man. We'll probably go out there and draft another offensive tackle.
Oh man, dude! Hearing this George Pickens conversation, shout out to you guys. I'm nervous as fuck for Jerry to sign him now.
Yo, my fear is that he signs a contract.
Sorry for cussing.
He signs a contract in March, and come week 4, if you start off 2-2, 1-2, 0-3, something like that, what George Pickens do you have for the rest of the year?
His mentality's fucked.
And y'all saying get rid of Dak Prescott. You think you want that George Pickens with a rookie quarterback?
So
yeah, I do.
So are we not? And I see what you're saying, guys. Y'all basing off the 2 games that you've seen too. But what happened when CD wasn't playing? Who was the guy that we were going to?
You went George Pickens, but you went 1-2, 1-3 during those games when CD was out. So Pickens wasn't able to carry the team.
Well, he caught he the one scored the touchdowns. I thought
you went 1-3.
It's George Pickens' fault that they lost the game?
No, I'm saying it's George Pickens as your number 1 option without CD on the other side of the field. You went 1-3.
But how many yards did he rack up while CD was out? I mean, I think he got a 1,000
games
yards.
with yards, brother. You don't win games with yards.
No. And that's what we just said. You just said 1,700 yards with CD. So we're talking about numbers. So yeah.
But we used that point because CD has done it without George Pickens.
And George Pickens did it without CD.
Pickens had 600 yards last year in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And he has
Pickens has the talent of a number one wide receiver, but he has the mentality of a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. He has every gift that you want in a wide receiver, but mentally it's his deficiency.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's scary. It's scary. And you got to get him high guarantees too. And he's going to give you a high guarantee of kissing. Oh man, dude, it could be another Antonio Brown taking off the shirt, giving the peace sign, moving off the field.
You can have an AJ Brown situation where he's causing problems in the locker rooms. Once he get his guaranteed money, his mouth might get to running.
Woo!
It's hard to set somebody up with that's guaranteed $100 million.
Hey, if he cuts Dax out and slaps the shit out of him, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, like I say, we have so many holes in this boat, man, to where I don't think it'll take one to fix it. So it's just
we're probably 2 or 3 seasons away from really getting this shit.
Yeah. Dak has to go.
That's not going to happen, though. That's not going to happen. You might well get that out your mind, Mike.
What did I say?
Not gonna happen.
Dak trash.
Yeah, but he's not going anywhere. Yeah, he's paid. He's paid. So you got to figure something else. You got to figure out something better than that. But that's not going to happen.
That's his only Super Bowl is that bank account.
I mean, how many years? And this is new for me because I haven't talked to Corner on live in a while. Because the last time me and Corner talked about Dak Prescott, Corner was talking about keeping him for the next 2 years.
Contractually. Make sure you put that word in there.
So he's
you never know what you're going to get with Corner.
He's even reevaluated what he's seen and said that he has to go.
Contractually. That's the verbiage that I use. Is it not? Contractually, you have Pickens, or excuse me, you have Dak Prescott 2 more years.
You're at least stuck with them for next year because there's no way they're going to eat $120-something million on the salary cap. You can save $40 million of that if you trade him after June 1st. But what can you do with the $40 million that you saved after June 1st? You're screwed.
You screwed like a mug. So I say he's not going anywhere, dude. He got a no trade clause, so he's dug into this organization like Pat Mahomes is with Kansas City. So, dude, hey,
but I think the right direction for this team to go over the next 2 off seasons is to build a solid team for the next quarterback to come in and have something stable in an offensive line and a stout defense. Just like Dak Prescott came in 2016 with Tony Romo's team and was able to succeed off of it, you have to build that team up so that when you go out either this year or next year and you draft a quarterback, that he has a solid foundation, a solid offensive line and receivers, that it makes his transition from college to the pros easier.
Well, we'll
just give me a rookie quarterback. Hurry up.
That's the thing about us, man. We're fans, and we come on these podcasts, and we just voice our opinion about our Cowboys, and no filter, no script, or anything like that. We just voice our opinion about what we think about these Cowboys. And
I got the script right here, though. You emailed.
No, there's no script. There's no script. There is no script.
Oh, so what I got in my email, that wasn't the script.
There was no script.
I followed it word for word, man. I studied that all day.
Straight barbershop talk, guys. That's what we do here, man. So we just what
does page 34 say? No script right here. Okay, we write on script.
Yeah, all right. But no, man, this is what we do, man. We get on here and just voice our opinion about these guys, man, and it's heartbreaking. So before we get out of here, I said, sir, are you going to keep your starters playing these last 3 games?
I want to pull them. I want to. You got to give time for your younger players to get some actual game time so you can evaluate them.
What younger players?
Pull the players off the bench, man.
What younger players?
Players that put Blue in there and let me see if he actually
has
evaluate. Put Mafia in there.
You want fumbling Blue?
I want to see if he can actually get it right.
That's
If
right.
not, get his ass off the team next year.
Hello.
Oh. Keep them starters in, let them earn their paycheck. They ass.
There's players that are starters right now. Hooker, Wilson, Diggs, Murray. These players are not going to be back on the team next year.
No.
Put the younger guys in their spots and see what you got. So you know if you even have to go into free agency and get those players.
I agree with that. But Dak's ass better stay on that damn motherfucking field.
Well,
CD
so
and George Pickens.
Why you
better
couldn't
stay
agree
on
what
that
I
motherfucking
said?
field.
Why you couldn't agree what I said?
Because you didn't make that point.
He wanted to argue with me today. He wanted to argue with me today.
You didn't make that
I
point.
think Mama pissed him off or something, but see, I said exactly what you just said.
No, you didn't. Watch it back, Uncensored. Watch it back.
No, but if there's a player that they don't see as being part of the future of the Cowboys, you pull them and put the younger guys in.
Yeah,
and see
I
what
like
you
that. Jay, you didn't say that.
Dude,
I like that.
So I'm gonna say, I'm going to protect my investments, and knowing that this got a $60 million quarterback out there, why in the world I'm going to risk when we can't even keep him upright? So yeah,
You can't win with him.
You can't win with them. I don't give a fuck
G,
if Dak
We're not
really
expecting to win. We're playing for a draft pick now.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You can't win with them, period.
Hey, G, you mean $74 million as of next year?
How much?
$74 million.
And you want him to play these last screw-up 3 games and
Yes.
stop.
Because that gives me an opportunity. God forbid he gets hurt, but if he does, that gives me an opportunity to go look at another quarterback next year.
You can't do nothing.
100%.
That's how you got Dak to begin with.
Say that again. Say that again.
That's exactly how you got Dak to begin with. Tony Romo went down.
Scared money don't make money. Period.
But that's kind of awful for you to think that way. But I don't wish that on nobody to get hurt.
I said God forbid, first of all.
Yeah, but you kind of got excited when Uncensored said that. That's terrible. But
What did he say? What did he say?
That's how we got Dak in the beginning. So
yeah, that's how we got Dak. Romo went down. Kellen Moore went down.
So Uncensored, thank you for that, man. Because I say the same thing. Pull those stars. Let's evaluate Phil Moffitt. Let's evaluate Josh Butler. Let's evaluate all Mingo, Flanoy. Let those guys get out there and play. And let's that's what I say. Because if we're talking about playing for pride has went out the window 12 games ago. Okay. So we're past that. So again, let's evaluate Jaden Blue with his Louis Vuitton cleats. See how he does.
In his tiny hands.
But anyway, guys, I done held you guys way too long, man. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Cowboy Champ, you got anything before we get out of here, bro?
Let's go 0-3.
Yeah, give it up for sure. That helps our draft picks.
Yeah.
Cowboys Corner, what you got before we get out of here?
Yeah, if you go 0-3 and Dak Prescott's on that field, you know what you got in that guy. It's time to move on.
Well, so what happens if they lose Sunday?
Keep playing him till he knows how to win.
So the guy, he's been sacked 7 times in 2 games.
And throw the ball out. Throw it out of bounds. Throw it at somebody's feet. Learn how to game manage yourself, Dak.
Yeah, because all those sacks aren't on the offensive line. Some of those were on Dak.
Exactly. So guess what? I'm pulling him. You are not going to waste my $74 million. You're gonna work for this 74. We're going to pull you out, get you ready, because you will not be sitting on the bench next year while you just making $74 million. No, sir.
So my pushback, G, is that if you pull, you can kind of get the result that you want. If Dak does get hurt, you're going to get a younger quarterback in there.
That's terrible.
And you're going to get a whole season. To see what he got.
That's sad.
I'm with Wavy Heat.
I'm not hoping that.
I'm going to edit that. I can't believe you guys are talking like that.
I don't wish the man get hurt, but I'm saying
I don't know. But you wouldn't be mad. I can tell you.
Because you're going to end up getting the result that you want.
Do what?
Is Dak Prescott off the field anyway?
I'm pulling no starters. I agree with that.
Okay, well, again, I just don't want to know what we're playing for. Oh, we want to win. We want to win. We want to go out there and show them we can win some games. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Well, and my problem is that this team for multiple coaching runs has shown that they can't evaluate talent during training camp. So why not put the younger guys in place of these players that's not going to be on the team next year and see what they look like in a game? And some of them are getting 5 snaps a game. But let me see what happens when they get into a groove with 25 snaps a game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Shamar James back out on the field. I mean, why would not? I mean, let's see what he could do. Put him
because
out there.
it is hard to get a cold player to come in and play 2 snaps and then go sit on the
It
sideline
is.
for 2 quarters and then come
It's
in and play
terrible.
2 more snaps.
He didn't warm up before the game?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
Corner,
it don't work
you
like that,
know
brother.
the flow of the
don't work
game
like that.
gets you going. Just like we always say with a running back, you run it, you get 1 yard. You run it, you get 3 yards. You run it, you get 5 yards. You run it, you get 15.
It's a momentum
You got to
thing.
stay ready, period.
No, it doesn't work like that, bro.
Figure out how to keep your body warm.
But that ain't always like that, man.
It's
You
not.
gotta get
Backup
into the flow of
quarterbacks
it.
can come off the backup. Cooper Rush came off the bench and won 5 straight.
Well, he stayed in the game. We're talking about rotating in and out.
Yeah,
He
if
came
Cooper
right off
Rush-
that bench and won the
Cooper Rush-
game.
If Cooper Rush came in and played 2 plays in the first quarter and came in and played 2 plays in the fourth quarter, that would be a different story.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to stay ready. You got to. This is the NFL. These professionals. Stay ready.
Play Waterboy first quarter, and then I'm letting Milton play the rest of the way to see if I need to drive to quarterback. To draft quarterback at 26.
That's OG. You got OG crazy. But I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here. Hey guys, thank y'all for stopping through, man, and appreciate you, Cowboys champ, Uncensored Cowboy,
Appreciate the
and
invite,
Cowboys
man.
Corner. Thank you guys, man, for stopping by and supporting the channel. And like I always say, continue to stay safe, continue to be blessed, and whatever you do, continue to be kind because we need more of it. All right, deuces, we're out. Holla.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Cowboys Huddle Podcast.